This is the L2C Media Network on YouTube, and this is the L2C Sports Final. Better late than never, Sports Nation. I'm Harry von Stuttgart, and this broadcast is always sponsored by the L2C Media Network. We're hoping to get some real sponsors real soon. But right now, here he is. He's got a full hour. We hope. Here's our boy, Steve the Baxman Baxley. Welcome one and all to what is to be a very interesting sportscast tonight. Want to remind you that tomorrow, 4 o'clock Eastern Time, check Linda Steele's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, because I am going to be interviewed tomorrow. Yep, it's going to be a nice interview about my weight loss and the battle to keep it off. There's a story to be told, and a story will be told. That's right. Beauty and the Beast. It may not be, but still, it is about time things get told. Now, updates. We have a few. First of all, the Jeep sucks, and from what I understand, the consensus is junk it and get a new used automobile. I'm going to plan to do that. Or we're going to plan to do that. Just don't know when yet or with whom. I'm going to try, see what they got on Facebook Marketplace. A friend of a friend says, why don't you try Jimmy's? They sell automobiles. Yeah, so does Enterprise. Hertz sells automobiles. I'm going to try and see what AAA says. And earlier today, I asked the management here at the trailer park, which is our home for our studios here. If they got anyone that knows how to fix windows. So they're going to ask their maintenance guys. Again, good luck to us all. It's been that kind of a day, kids. And for those of you wondering how I've been handling being cooped up in here while our governor keeps saying, don't worry, you'll be able to go out soon. We've been going out. We've had to wear masks, but still, I am hopeful that all bills will be paid and a few things can be salvaged. Life continues. And no matter what the pressure is, I'm not going to let it get to me. Except for this hair, which is going to get to me. And I don't know, maybe I will chop it off. Either that, or I'm going to mold this into a mullet. We'll just have to wait and see. Of course, I'll curry the beard as well. So there you go with the update. 3 minutes and 50 seconds into the broadcast. Let's say we tattle on into this world of sports. No, I don't want to leave. Let's put that up there. Wow, that's twice I've done that. There we go. Let's do it there. Okay, let's get you into some sports headlines before we get on with the scores and everything therein. In the world, Fried is suing the university over buyout payments he alleges in a federal lawsuit filed Monday were not completed in full, according to the Triangle Business Journal. Now, in the filing, his attorneys claim he entered into a contract with the school in 2017 as part of his termination agreement, which in part specified he would be bought out in payments. But the payment stopped coming in 2018, and Gottfried claims it wasn't because he was made whole on the deal. It's unclear how many payments the termination agreement called for. Gottfried coached the Wolfpack from 2011 to 2017, where he secured a 123-86 overall record. He made the NCAA tournament in his first 4 seasons coaching the program, but missed it in his final 2 campaigns, both of which ended in losing records and led to his in-season aloha. He was fired in February 2017, but was allowed to coach the remainder of the season. Now, since his ouster, Gottfried has been ensnared in the ongoing corruption scandal in college basketball after a former assistant of his, Orlando Early, alleged that his former boss was in on payments made to the family of former blue-chip recruit Dennis Smith Jr., who later signed with NC State. Gottfried's lawyer denied the claims. The NC2A sent a notice of allegations last year to NC State alleging that multiple violations were committed surrounding Smith Jr.'s high school recruit. He was hired at Cal State Northridge in 2018 and enters his 3rd season with the Matadors in 2020-2021. There you go. What do you know? What do you know? Me oh my oh. Ohio. All right, let's keep going. Hi there. In the NFL, the Saints are marching somewhat, not in, but marching possibly out. Apparently, they are reportedly open to trading Alvin Kamara as contract negotiations linger. They're seeking a first-round draft pick. The New Orleans Saints aren't going to wait around for Alvin Kamara to return to training camp. Hey there. You want to go back up there, boys? Thank you much. The name sounds familiar. The Saints are open to trading Kamara as he enters the final year of his deal, per The Athletic's Jeff Duncan. The Saints are seeking a first-round pick in return for Kamara, but their first option is to sign Kamara to a long-term deal, per NFL Network's his agent has asked for a trade. Now, Kamara, well, he's scheduled to make just $2,376,193 this season, which would make him the 2nd highest paid running back on the roster. Latavius Murray is set to earn $4.5 million in 2020, despite being Kamara's backup. Now, adding more to this low-budget soap opera, Kamara's absence from the team facility wasn't contract-related. According to NFL Network's Tom Pelissero, Kamara had to receive an epidural shot in his back, which would have kept him sidelined for a few days. Kamara still showed up at the Saints facility for COVID-19 testing so he could rejoin the team. Kamara intends to practice Wednesday, but negotiations have hit what they call a stalemate. Kamara had a career low 1,330 yards from scrimmage last season, also finishing with a career low in touchdowns with 6 and yards per touch 5.3, but he battled through injuries and is now healthy as a horse. See what I mean? The 2017 second-round pick has a case to become one of the highest-paid running backs in football, as he is 5th in yards from scrimmage, 4,476, and 2nd in all-purpose yards at 5,061 over the past 3 seasons. Kamara's 27 rushing touchdowns are 5th in the NFL, and his 243 receptions and 2,068 yards are 2nd in the league among running backs, only to Christian McCaffrey. Now, running backs have been receiving new deals this offseason, and this has likely motivated Kamara's camp. McCaffrey received an average annual value of $16,015,853 on his new contract, making him the highest-paid running back in history. Joe Mixon received $12 million per season on his new deal. Derrick Henry also earned a new contract worth $12.5 million per year. Kamara wants a piece of that pie. Mm-hmm. The Saints are prepared to go with Murray as their lead back if need be. Murray started 8 games for the Saints last season, having 2 100-yard performances, as he averaged 4.36 yards per carry and scored 6 total touchdowns. Saints running backs coach Joel Thomas said of Murray, He is nothing but a pro. He's prepared, ready to go. I think everybody outside the room was surprised with his ability to catch the ball in space. Because in space, no one can hear you cheer. So, yeah, I think with him, it's more reps, more touches, and obviously, we feel comfortable with that as well. Well, that's nice. Stay tuned. By the way, 8 days away from the opening kickoff on a special football on NBC. It's going to be terrific. Okay, let's keep going. Going. Josh Gordon did something rather unique, although I call it a little stupid. What did he do? Well, wide receiver Josh Gordon, currently suspended, but not long ago, he was on a Super Bowl winning team. He's now officially cashed in on that experience. Gordon put his Super Bowl 53 ring up for auction recently and went for a whopping $138,000 according to sportscollectorsdaily.com. He received the ring as a member of the New England Patriots in 2018 despite stepping away during the team's Super Bowl run. The ring was sold in an auction that also included a Michael Jordan rookie card that sold for $420,000 and Babe Ruth 1934 New York Yankees contract, which went for $234,000. The veteran wideout hauled in 41 passes for 737 yards and 4 touchdowns as he split time between the Cleveland Browns and the Patriots that season. After one game with the Browns, Gordon was traded to the Patriots for a 5th-round pick, and during his time with the Patriots, he recorded 40 of his 41 receptions and played well before stepping away from the team to focus on his mental health. Gordon did return for the 2019 season. He was ultimately waived in October 2019 by New England and signed with the Seattle Seahawks. He had 7 receptions for 137 yards in 5 games with the Seahawks. He ended up being suspended yet again after he violated the NFL substance abuse policy yet again. It marked the 5th time that Gordon violated the league's substance abuse policy. Gee. That's about all I can think of is Gee. G.R.O. LaSalle ran great. All right, let's keep going. By the way, before we forget, little Nicky Rekieta, the lawyer from Minnesota, has a show called Lost Bleeding the Interwebs on the Rekieta Law channel here on YouTube. He's on the air right now. He's got a very unusual show in the sense that he's going to talk about Trump's dollars and a few other things as well. Lost Bleeding the Interwebs has begun 42 minutes ago. It's a good show. Please enjoy. All right, enough of that. Let's keep going and going. The Big Ten, well, they continue to feast in the bed of pup. Now, it remains a very long shot for the Big Ten to play college football this fall. A highly placed source in the conference told our friends at CBS Sports on Tuesday. This, despite President Donald Trump saying the league was on the 1-yard line after a conversation with Big Ten Commissioner Kevin Warren on Tuesday. Now, the Big Ten's return to competition task force continues to study the impact of rapid COVID-19 testing. A separate Big Ten source said that would help the conference consider playing in the fall, though it is not the only question. A new nasal swab developed by pharmaceutical giant Abbott, without Costello, got plenty of attention last week. The test is less intrusive and has a 15-minute turnaround. The dean of UAB's medical school, Selwyn Vickers, is not serving as a direct consultant to Congress, but has been sought out because of his experience and expertise on medical training. Vickers called the new rapid testing a nice advance. It will be a significant real boost in trying to do some of the events we're talking about. In short order, in 15 minutes, we'll know if they are positive or negative. But is it enough to make the Big Ten maybe reconsider? Vickers, also a personal friend of Warren's for 15 years, told CBS Sports. I can't project to know if that will. I don't know if the testing limits was the thing that was keeping them from playing. Now, CBS Sports reported at the time of the Big Ten's fall season postponement that myocarditis, inflammation of the heart, long-term effect of COVID-19, was a significant factor in the conference's decision. As many as 15 Big Ten athletes also had already developed the condition after getting COVID-19 at the time of postponement, CBS Sports previously reported. Now, Vickers had this to say about it. The Big Ten has an outstanding group of medical minds at their disposal, who I'm sure have given thought to rapid testing and likely will come up with a lot of reasons of what they need to think about. I think rapid testing is one of them. And I just killed the mic, but there we go. All right, let's keep going here. I'll be glad when I get that mic arm, and this will be like a real radio microphone. I think rapid testing is one of them. I don't know if this is the only thing that they were worried about. Now, the SEC, Big 12, ACC, and Conference USA, all playing this fall, will be testing college football players 3 times weekly when in competition, and have not expressed any concerns about getting tests. They will all utilize 2 PCR tests, that's nasal swabs, that must be sent to a lab, and 1 rapid test closer to the date of kickoff. Now, healthcare workers are going to be the first priority for the rapid test. Vickers suggested the only way to get the testing machines may be through the federal government. If the Trump administration prioritizes those machines to the Big Ten ahead of the needs of the frontline workers and the general public, that could cause an outcry. Now, government has bought $150 million worth, so they're pretty good. By October, there's supposed to be a lot more produced. The initial stockpile the government has bought up are for its initial distribution to where they think their areas of need are, said Vickers. Stand by. We're getting close to something. I have no idea what. But it's going to be fun to find out, isn't it? We will get you all set with the world of baseball right here, right now, because we can, folks. We're getting close to ending the September 1st editions of baseball. We got one game that could be going final at any minute or any second. The LA Dodgers, in fact, I'm going to call this a final, and sure enough, it is. Final score, Dodgers over the Diamondbacks 6-3. 6-8-0 for the Dodgers, 3-5-2 for the Diamondbacks. Urias gets the win for Dodgers. He's 3-0. Young suffers another humiliating loss with the Diamondbacks. He's 1-2, and Jansen gets his 10th save for the Dodgers. Taylor, the Dodgers center fielder, went 2 for 4 with a run, 2 doubles, 4 RBIs, and a walk. Urias, the Dodgers pitcher, went 6 full, gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run, got 5 strikeouts, and no walks. Cardinals brutally destroyed the Cincinnati Reds 16-2, 16-23-0 for the Cardinals. 2-8-0 for the Reds. Kim got the win for the Cards. He's 2-0. Gray gets the loss for the Reds. He's 5-2. Miller, the third baseman for St. Louis, went 4 for 6, 3 runs, 2 homers, a double, and 7 RBIs. Kim, the St. Louis pitcher, pitched 5 full, gave up 3 hits, no earned runs, got 4 strikeouts and 2 walks. Marlins over the Blue Jays 3-2, 3-7-1 for the Marlins, 2-6-1 for the Blue Jays. Hoyt with the win for the Marlins is 1-0. Yamaguchi gets a loss for the Blue Jays. He's 1-3, and Kinsler gets his 8th save for the Marlins. Players of the game were Kinsler, the Miami pitcher, pitched 1 full inning, didn't give up a hit or an earned run, got 1 strikeout, and didn't get a walk. Birdie for Miami, the second baseman, went 2 for 2, got a run, a homer, double, an RBI, and your basic walk. Phillies over the Nationals, and oh boy, being the World Series defending champion is not doing the Nationals good. Even the Baby Shark is embarrassed, or even Baby Shark is embarrassed. Take your pick. Phillies blanked the Nationals 6-0, 6-8-0 for the Phils, 0-4-1 for the Nationals. Nola with the win, he's 4-2. Corbin with the loss, he's 2-3. Nola pitched 8 full innings, gave up 2 hits, no earned runs, got 9 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Bomb for Philly. Third baseman, 2 for 4, 2 runs, a homer, double, and 2 RBIs. Yankees over the Rays, 5-3, 5-9-0 for the Yanks, 3-4-1 for the Rays. Tanaka gets the win. He split the uprights. He's 1-1. Thompson gets a loss. He didn't split the uprights. They just moved along, 1-2. And Chapman gets his first save. LeMahieu, second baseman for the Yanks, went 2 for 4, got 2 runs, 2 homers, and 2 RBIs. Tanaka, the Yankees pitcher, went 6 full, gave up 3 hits, 2 earned runs, got 7 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Final score in 11 innings. Cubs beat the Pirates actually 8-7. 8-12-0 for the Cubs, 7-10-2 for the Pirates. Jeffress gets the win for the Cubs. He's 3-1. Crick was a crock for the Pirates. He's 0-1. Jeffress for the Cubbies. Pitched 1 2/3, didn't give up a hit or an earned run, got 2 strikeouts and a walk. Hayes, Pittsburgh third baseman, went 2 for 5, gave up, he went 2 for 5, got 3 runs, a homer, double, and 2 RBIs. Braves took on the Red Sox and won 10-3, 10-14-0 for the Braves, 3-8-0 for the Red Sox. Anderson with the win, goes 2-0, Stock for a loss. Wishes he was back playing with, well, ay, ay, ay. Okay. Winning pitcher was Anderson. He's 2-0. Stock gets the loss for the Red Sox. He's 0-1. Ozuna, the Atlanta designated hitter, went 3 for 5, got 3 runs, 3 homers, and 6 RBIs. Anderson, the pitcher for Atlanta, went 6 full innings. I don't know if there we go. And there we go right there. Ozuna, as we said, for DH, 3 for 5, 3 runs, 3 homers, and 6 RBIs. Anderson, the pitcher for Atlanta, pitched 6 full, gave up 6 hits, 2 earned runs, got 8 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Orioles massacred the Mets 9-5. What a way to make a living. 9-15-0 for the Orioles, 5-11-0 for the Mets. Eshelman gets the win for the Orioles. He's 3-0. Kilom gets a loss for the Mets. He's 0-1. Nunez, a Baltimore first baseman, 2 for 5, 2 runs, 2 homers, and 4 RBIs. Santander, the right fielder for Baltimore, 2 for 4, a run, a homer, and 3 RBIs. Let's keep going. How about this? The Tigers masked up on the Brewers to 12-1, 12-14-0 for Los Tigres. 1-9-0 Los Brewers. Norris the winner, he's 3-1. Lindblom the loser, he's 1-3. Norris, the Detroit pitcher, went 2 for 1. And that about wrecks. God. Norris, the Tiger pitcher, went 2 1/3, gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run, got 5 strikeouts and no walks. Reyes, the center fielder for Detroit, 4 out of 6, 2 runs, home run, double, 5 RBIs. Let's see. Okay. All right, let's get going here. Indians over the Royals 10-1, 10-17-0 for the Indians, 1-7-0 for the Royals. Blizak gets the win. He's anyway. Okay, Indians beat the Royals 10-1, 10-17-0 for the Indians, 1-7-0 for the Royals. Blizak gets the win for the Indians. He's 2-1. Harvey gets a loss for the Royals. He's 0-2. Reyes, the designated hitter, went 5 for 5. What a way to make, well, okay. 2 runs, a homer, 2 doubles, and an RBI. Blizak for Cleveland, the pitcher. Okay. Back with more fun here. Twins over the White Sox 3-2. 3-11-0 for Twins, 2-7-1 for the White Sox. Thielbar gets the win for Twins. He's 1-0. Cordero gets shot by the all right. Yeah, that's 2 times. Thielbar gets win. He's 1-0. Cordero still trying to look for his first. And Whistler, with his first save. Pineda for Minnesota, the pitcher, pitched 6 full, gave up 6 hits, 2 earned runs, got 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. Whistler for Minnesota pitched 1 full inning, didn't get a hit, a hit. Yeah, didn't get a hit, didn't get an earned run, got 2 strikeouts and no walks. Ireland 10 innings. The Rangers beat the Astros 6-5, 6-8-0 for the Rangers. 5-11-3 for that lovely thing you know as the Astros. Hernandez with the win. He's 5-0. Taylor with the loss. He splits the uprights 1-1. And Montero is available on Circle 7. So, okay. Let's get this one. Rangers over Astros at 10, 6-5, 6-8-0 for the Rangers, 5-11-3 for the Stros. Hernandez gets the win, his 5th without a loss. Taylor splits the uprights for a 1-1 season, and Montreal gets to 7 on the saves meter. Hernandez, believe it or not, pitched 2 full innings, gave up 2 hits, no earned run, didn't get a strikeout, didn't get a walk. Valdez for Houston, their pitcher, 7 full innings. Pardon me if it's dusty in here. Oh, God. All right. Hernandez for Texas, 2 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs, no strikeouts or walks. Valdez, the Houston pitcher, pitched 7 full, gave up 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 8 strikeouts, and believe it or not, 3 walks. Giants, whoa, boy, did they bite on the Rockies 23-5. 23, 27, and 2 for the Giants. 5-7. Okay, 23, 27, and 2 for the Giants, 5-6-1 for the Rockies. Gausman gets the win. He's 2 up, 2 down. Gray gets a loss for the Rocks. He's 2 up and 4 across. Gausman, San Francisco pitcher, pitched 5 full innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 earned runs, got 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. Dickerson for San Francisco, left fielder, went 5 for 6, 5 runs, 3 homers, 2 triples, 6 RBIs, and a Jeez. And a big walk. Okay, let's try it this way then. Okay. And the Athletics and Mariners were postponed. And there's your Major League Baseball scoreboard. Let's go from baseball to hockey. This should be fun. This should be exciting. And here we go. Well, yeah, we only had 2 games. 2 games. Not easy, is it? Okay, we don't need that. We just need the scoreboard, boys, if you will, please. Boys, please, the scores. We need the scores. Thank you. All right, here we go. Oh, yes. Here we go. Here we go. Final in overtime. Flyers over the Islanders 4-3. They lead the series now 3-2. Konecki for Philly, Giro for Philly, and Bailey for the Islanders, your 3 stars. Game you saw on NBSN, the Vancouver Canucks, the lone Canadian team still left in the Stanley Cup finals, or not finals, but in the Stanley Cup playoffs, beat a very hot Golden Knights team. By a score of 2-1. Vegas now leads that series 3-2. Demko for Vancouver, Bozer for Vancouver, and Theodore for Vegas. Your 3 stars. And that is the NHL. We go to the NBA playoffs, Slamorama. And 2 games on that one tonight. So here we go. So here we go. First off, the big Moana. The Denver Nuggets eliminated the Utah Jazz 80-78. They win the series 4-3. The Celtics now literally have the Raptors number. The defending NBA World Champs are now down 2 love to the Celtics. 102-99 was the final score. Tatum for Boston, 34 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Anunoby for Toronto, 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 0 assists. By the way, the Nuggets, Jazz, Mitchell for Utah, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist. Jokic for Denver, 30 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 assists. It's 2 minutes past 1 o'clock, and right now we're going to go to the land of awful announcing to give you more news, and then we'll go to the scorecard, and then we will enjoy the peace and serenity of the Hillos. But right now, let's get you some headlines as we did, which means we got a lot to talk about. So let's go to it. All reports from Awful Announcing. Well, what can we say? For all the stick to sports arguments out there, sports have frequently been intertwined with political and social issues. The believe it or not, and we lost that one. There we go. The history there spans everything from early 20th century boxers who drew a color line to racial segregation in other sports to Olympic protests to players refusing to play, old and new, to anthem, protests, teams, White House visits or lack thereof, and presidents' interviews with sports figures. And the latest case of sports and politics combining comes from the Big Ten. They announced August 11th that it wouldn't play football or other sports this fall amid the COVID-19 pandemic and would plan to play its football season in the spring. It was soon joined by the Pac-12, but the other Power 5 conferences pushed forward with plans to play. The Big Ten move has now led to protests from some very vocal parents to a lawsuit from some players to ads from Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden in Big Ten markets blaming Republican President Donald Trump his coronavirus response for the postponement or cancellation of sports to tweets from Trump calling the postponement disgraceful, and more recently to Trump calling Big Ten Commissioner Kevin Warren. He called that Fox Sports personality Clay Travers reportedly played a role in arranging Tuesday, and claiming on Twitter that after that call, that plans to hold the Big Ten season this fall around the 1 yard line, a claim that is in some dispute. Now, before we get to that, though, let's go back to that. As per John Oran and Michael Smith of Sports Business Journal, the Biden ad led to Trump's call to Warren Monday with help from Timothy Pataki, director of the White House Office of Public Liaison, and Big Ten PR consultant Carrie Cecil. It was last week that Joe Biden started running commercials in Big Ten markets that blamed Trump's federal response to the pandemic as the main reason why the conference was not playing. That prompted frustrated White House aides to start talking about how Trump could play a role in getting the Big Ten's teams back on the field to salvage the season and mute Biden's attack. Travis, a vocal critic of the Big Ten's decision, was part of those meetings. Now, in recent days, Cecil, working as a consultant for the Big Ten, spoke to Travis to see if he might soften his criticism of Warren, a first-year commissioner with a lengthy NFL background but no college experience. Though these conversations, Travis told Cecil that he was in contact with the White House. Travis took on the role of a matchmaker and connected Cecil to the White House aide. Pataki followed up with a call to Warren to see if he had spoken with Trump. And by Monday night, they were all set for Trump to call Warren at 8:30 a.m. today. The call lasted 20 minutes, and that led to the following tweet. I had a very productive conversation with Kevin Warren, Commissioner of the Big Ten Conference, about immediately starting up Big Ten football. Would be good, great for everyone, players, fans, country. They're on the 1 yard line. But the Big Ten's response was a lot more measured, as per their statement from Eric Olson of the AP. The Big Ten in a statement said a White House rep reached out to Warren to set up a phone call with Trump. The statement said Warren and Trump had a productive conversation. The Big Ten Conference has returned to competition task force on behalf of the Big Ten Council of Presidents and Chancellors are exhausting every resource to help student athletes get back to playing the sports they love at the appropriate time in the safest and healthiest way possible, the statement said. And Yahoo's Pete Thamel cast further doubt on the 1 yard line claim. Say multiple sources denied the notion of the Big Ten playing immediately would not be strong enough. The source hardly laughed at it. The notion of playing around Thanksgiving is an embryonic discussion, and there's all right. To say multiple sources denied the notion of the Big Ten playing immediately would not be strong enough. The sources hardly laughed at it. The notion of playing around Thanksgiving is an embryonic discussion. There's a desire among coaches to start as early as possible, but immediately is in another universe, especially with multiple Big Ten teams not even having players on campus right now. The notion of President Trump getting on the phone. Hi. The notion of President Trump getting on the phone with Warren arose in a call with the Big Ten coaches on Monday night. The Big Ten confirmed the conversation, called it productive, but added that it will return at the appropriate time. Conversation between the president and Warren was arranged in part to see if the Big Ten could have access to rapid testing. The Trump administration announced last week that it will deploy 150 million rapid tests in 2020. Now, what exactly becomes of all this? Well, it's still far from clear. There's obvious internal and external opposition to the Big Ten's previous decision to hold off on football until 2021, but it remains to be seen if that opposition and or anything from changing testing resources will be enough to have the schools' presidents and chancellors reverse their previous decision and play this fall after all, whether that's for a season beginning in October or beginning in November. Well, what is clear at the moment is that there are people from both political parties looking to tie the Big Ten's decision, whether the conference sticks with its original plan or does try to play at some point this fall, to their political narratives. And with several months to go until Election Day, and with plenty yet to come on what the Big Ten will actually do, it seems likely we'll see a lot more of that in the days ahead. Nice little thing to carry on with us here on the old broadcast table. Dokers. Let's keep going. Tony Dungy is replacing Doug Flutie in NBC's Notre Dame broadcast booth. Meanwhile, Fox is expanding Big Noon kickoff to 2 hours despite Big Ten games this fall. Tim Howard joins NBC Sports as Premier League studio analyst. YouTube TV reportedly set to add NFL Network to base package, Red Zone to a new Sports Plus tier. And reporter Michelle Steele staying at ESPN after signing a new multi-year contract. And that is your update from there. And by the way, Shams Shariana is staying at the Athletic. Wahoo. And there you go. Your breakage of updata that we got for you. Speaking of which, guess what, guys? We're nearing the end of the show. Scoreboard time. That's right. 11 after 1 o'clock. We're here until 1:30. That is a full hour. And we got a lot to do still. It's going to be fun. We hope. Okay. Round and round we go. Where we stop, no one knows. But we do. Okay, come on. We gotta do what we can. We got soccer. We got baseball. We got stuff. There you go. And I do believe we might have some WNBA action to talk about. In fact, right now, we're going to literally have a nice discussion. All right, let's go to it. We've already done hockey and basketball. Let's give you the way to baseball in Japan from the Nippon Professional Baseball League. The Seibu Lions over the Chiba Lotte Marines, 9-1, 9-13-1 for the Lions, 1-2-1 for the Marines. Omine for the Chiba Lotte Marines gets a loss. He's 0-1. By the way, 9-13-1 for the Lions, 1-2-1 for the Marines. And Takahashi gets the win for the Seibu Lions. He's 4-6. Chunichi Dragons blank the Hiroshima Carp 5-0, 5-9-0 for the Dragons, 0-2-0 for the Carp. Ono gets the win for the Dragons. He's 5-3. Curry wasn't hot this time. Lost and is now 2-4. The Hanshin Tigers defeated the Akut Swallows 2-1, 2-7-1 Tigers, 1-4-0 Swallows. Suarez gets the win. He's 1-0. Niola gets a loss. He's 0-3. The Nippon Ham Fighters beat up on the Rakuten Golden Eagles 8-1, 8-13-0 for the Ham Fighters, 1-5-0 for the Golden Eagles. Wasasawa gets the big win. He's 5-2. Karashima gets a loss. He's 0-2. New York Buffaloes buffaloed the Silverhawks 5-0, 5-6-0. Buffalo 0-4-0 for the Hawks. Yamamoto for the Buffaloes gets the win. He's 4-2. Senga gets the loss. He's 5-3. The Yomiuri Giants beat the Yokohama Bay Stars 3-2, 3-6-1. For the Giants, 2-5-0 for the Bay Stars. De La Rosa Jr. for the Giants gets the win. He's 1-0. Escobar gets a loss. He's 0-2. Okay, in South Korea, the Korean baseball organization Doosan Bears wipe up the floor with the Hanwha Eagles 4-0, 4-10-0 for the Bears, 0-3-1 for the Eagles. Kia Tigers over the Samsung Lions 6-0, 6-9-1 for the Tigers, 0-4-1 for the Lions. The NC Dinos score up on the Kowloon Heroes by a score of 5-2, 5-10-0 for the Dinos, 2-6-1 for the Heroes. KT Wiswan does a doodle with the Waddy Giants, 11-2, 11-14-0 for the Swan, 2-6-1 for the Giants. And the LG Twins whack the Wyverns 13-5, 13-11-0 for the Twins, 5-10-2 for the Wyverns. And wow, and wow. There you go, kids. I think that's going to do it for that. Well, let's see. I don't know. Let's see what we got here for soccer. Soccer. Of course, don't forget the Premier League coming up in September on NBCSN, NBC, and of course Peacock Network, the streaming service of NBC Universal. There you go. Okay, in the MLS, it was Montreal Impact over the Toronto FC, 1-0. In NPL Queensland in Australia, Moreton Bay and the Eastern Suburbs tied at 1. In Austria, first the Regional East, it was Leobendorf over Strasbourg, 4-3. In the Central region, it was Weindorf and Sturm Graz tied at 2. Bad Glickenberg over Volkermarket, 3-1. Gleesdorf over Allerhelligen, 3-2. Kalsdorf over Wells, 1-0. Stadi Para and Wells tied at 2. And WSC Wells over Wolfsberger, 3-1. In Costa Rica, Premier Division, the Aptura Alajuelense over Santos DG, 2-1. England at the EFL Trophy was Wimbledon over Charlton, 2-1. Fleetwood over Carlisle, 3-1. And finally, in Iceland, it was Jarvik over Throdervorger, 3-2. Korneringer and Kari tied at 1. And the league, the expansion MX Aptura in Mexico, Tapatio and Athletic Morelia tied at 3. Cancun over Corretaminos, 2-0. Tampico, Madero over Venados tied at 1. Okay, not your scoreboard for tonight. For more, go to scoreboard.com/EN for all the scores and everything else in the world of sports. Okay, we are nearing, my gosh, are we nearing the end? Yes, we are. We had a blast. And tomorrow, before we say our goodnights with the reading of hellos, just a little reminder, I'm going to be interviewed part of a Zoom broadcast. Linda Steele and a of hers are going to be doing a broadcast, and I have been invited on as a guest, one of the guests. So I'll be on the air at 4 Eastern, 3 Central on Zoom. It'll be also on Linda Steele's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter page. Please, by all means, embrace the madness. It'll be on, I believe it'll be on Facebook Live, Linda Steele's Facebook page, as well as a few others. So feel free to watch, listen, and be one. Okay, let's get to it and let us smile. Be your umbrella. Okay, we say hello to Christina Peterson, Angela Peterson, Emery Man, Yuki Tanaka, Jay the Brain Man, Brian Man, Brenda Gaminsky, Yvonne Marie Pickerel, Ricky Pickerel, Panda Yen, Rebecca Nicole Petkus. Who else did we say hi to? Oh, yes, Matthew Nichols, Jerry Nichols, Nancy Nichols. We say hi to Robert Oberoff, Jacqueline Fleming, Brenda Dixon, the beautiful Amy Hayes, Anthony Pickrell, Bobby Langford, Monica Cram, Jerry Nichols, as we just said, Tess Broussard, the interesting Samantha Phillips, the entertaining Samantha O'Neill, Casey Ann, Cleo Glide, Linda Miller, Linda Steele. I'll see you tomorrow at 4. And January J. Keaton, how's Dixie? Your little bambini, your little baby. She's growing very big. We also say hi to Crystal Hart. Oh, ain't that tweet? Yes, it is. Beth McLeod, we love you, and we understand everything. Take your time. As you said, you really are in a good place because so many of us care. We love you, Beth McLeod, and we send our love and our prayers to you. We also send love, prayers, and respects to Peggy Ann Byes, Bentley Gubar, and Obi Quilu Wesker Yiloch. There you go. We also say a big what's up to Mark Wilson, Claire Flannery, Jeff Rollo, George Templeton, Marley Wiley, Blind Lemon, Nellie K9, Mrs. Nellie K9, and Instapod. Bobby Strauss, Rick Chiampa, as well as Joseph Radcliffe. Cassie Little, Helena Kirby, Vanessa Elise, and Amari Woods. And all my friends from Text Me TV. Boy, do we need you all more than ever. Okay, let's get on board the Twitter Express. Sarah Underwood, how you doing? Sarah Jane Underwood, I do believe. Yes, it is. How nice. Okay, let's get on up, get on board, and get on with our bad self. We say a bon hello to Mario Lou, Casey Lennox, Linda Steele, Ivy McKellen, Alex Sims, Audrey Dahlgren, Nick Mantis, Brad Shepard, Lisa Guerrero, Emily Walls, Sean Broyles, Lena Gwynn, hi, Kellyanne Collins, Peter Wada, Louisa Fernandez, Mia St. John, Amy Hayes, Stacy Hayes, Morris Hayes, Frida Hayes, Mindy Stearns, formerly Mindy Burbano, Mandy Summers, of course, the god of artwork, Mr. Peter Gilmore. Rebecca, Johnny Dollar, and Wyatt Holiday. Yep. And finally, before we eggbird ourselves into outer space, we also say hello to the folks over on the gram, known as Instagram. And for that, we say a big bon-modded hello to Dorothy Malone, Courtney Lynn, Courtney Lynn Elwood, I do believe. Yes, how you doing? The ladies of Dorothy Malone, Coleman, Melissa Brennan, Alex Sims, I've already made mention. Miss Lee Kong, DJ Hannah B and her new Bambino, or Bambina, Silver Harpetian, Marielle Liu, Dana White, how you doing? And to everybody on my Instagram page, it goes without saying, it's going to be a wild night. And trust me, I know about wild nights. Well, sort of. So, we are now, we're done. We are done. And we are 3 minutes under. So we're done, and we want to thank everybody for being with us. Thank you all for joining me earlier tonight for the extravaganza that is Steve actually talking about our new little show. We changed the title from Steve actually whatever our old title was. Oh yeah, Steve actually is speaking of, there you go, or whatever he's talking about, or whatever the old title was. New title is short, sweet, and to the point, because we all know what I love to talk about: entertainment and sports. And we were live right after the first night of News Nation. It was very good. Don't forget, if possible, please join Linda Steele tomorrow afternoon for a little broadcast. It should be good. And because I'll be one of the folks being interviewed. Wow, 4 o'clock Eastern. He's going to be hilarious. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be a bit strange, but it's going to be interesting. So I hope you'll tune in. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions for the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. And for everybody here in the Sports Final Room, Joy, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, Nick Ricada, Lost Blaney the Interwebs, continues on the Ricada Law channel, only on YouTube. So for everybody here involved, I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley from the Fred McLeod Sports Desk here at the Tom O'Neill Studios in Jackson, saying thank you for watching. Good night. May all your favorite sports teams be winners. Good night, America. Wherever and whomever you may be. Good night. And to our friends in Boston, yeah, you dropped the W, but it's still GBH. Good night.